This is the opening here of the film where these two security guards walking under this bridge. You can hear the ding of the train that is approaching. You can see the light flashing, and the one on the left, he passes a joint to his friend and pulls up his pants while blowing out the smoke. Anyway, so that gets you to see the train, which is a key piece of the city. This is the main character, Charles. This is our introduction to the character, and yeah, that's a very dark opening, if you ask me. And so he's definitely doing what he can to get away from where he was. So he did that in the morning, and he's now coming back to where he lives. There's a production logo, company logo. And this is Mr. Charles getting ready with his gloves. And of course his hat. And so we see that for some reason maybe he's had a rough day, but he's very abusive to that hat. And the hat itself is like another character in the film. It gets used and abused a lot, so there's that to look forward to. Absolutely, And there's the ticket for him to get where he needs to be, or where he's trying to go that day. That's why he looks all happy, like, oh, I got the ticket already, And then he's walking out. So this is exactly the same spot where you saw him a moment ago, and he's on his way to. Well, you actually get to see where he's going right now, and that was the whole idea. I didn't want to. The fact that it works the way that it does, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't need to be shortened or trimmed down, and I didn't want to do that. I don't mind this long introduction or opening to the film. And so he's a chiropractor, but his real job, he's a hitman. So that's his disguise as, his what do you call it? His alias, apparently. And maybe Mr. Charles is not his real name, possibly. And maybe it's just a name that he is using as his, his hitman name. And the thing is that possibly, his real name is something else. And anyway, he's been a part of this city for about, a few months. And he knows that the people that he started off with in that criminal underworld that he's a part of, he knows that they found him, and they know where he is. So he has a feeling that maybe any of these days could be his last, and so he definitely keeps this in mind. And but he has a plan to go see his woman for the last time. So you get to see where he's headed to, and he goes to this train platform and puts the ticket into the machine, and so he's ready to ride the train anytime when it arrives. But before it shows up, he sees these wanted posters on on the board where the map is, and he takes those down because it's actually pictures of himself. He's a wanted man because he's a criminal in this, like I said, this as a hitman, and even the police know about him. So that's what they're putting out there. These posts of his face, so that people see, watch out for this man, this individual, Mr. Charles. And anyhow, so yeah, he has a lot of reasons why, why his motives in this story, because as I said before, this story is about the last day of Mr. Charles, and so he's basically planned out, what he needs to do, and so he sets aside, this is his last time going to see her. So yeah, it's very and this, while he's on the train, is begins the flashbacks of his life, leading up to the current moment. So all this is him, in his past, where he's calling back these memories, these flashbacks of him, and of course his time with her as well. So and this part is another scene of him getting ready here. He knows he has to go take someone out, so he's getting his look on, and so he takes the person out, and then he walks right here away, like literally like nothing happened. And that's the thing about this character. He can do something so dark like that, and walk away, and and essentially pretend that no, I had nothing to do with me. So yeah, this is the main shot of the film, where he's just taking out his disguise here, his glasses, and you can see him putting up his scarf there. And I just love that shot. That's the main shot of the film, and so is this one, where he disappears. And this one also, where in the rain he's looking back. But yeah, this is him later on when he gets to see his lady, and he's telling her he's got something for her that he's been meaning to give her for a long time. And so by saying that, he actually been meaning to give this elixir to her a lot sooner. So and that's what this alternate title of the film is. So anyhow, he gets his hat back, and he completely leaves her for good, and it's for the better. It's best for him and for her, and she forgets their time together, and so that's how that story ends there before all this, and he does what he can to burn their memories of each other and their time together, and the photographs, and even this pocket watch that she gave him that reads 1221. So that's what I have so far of the film, and I appreciate you guys watching. Stick around for more.